Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes. This is going to be a spirit message for September. Hopefully some, if not all, resonates and you will like, share and subscribe again. There's other messages on my channel if you want to look at them. Spirit, please show me the message for Leo today, please. Growth. So anything you're putting your energies into just now is going to grow. If you're going through challenges, it's to help your soul growth. But there's definitely progress to be made. Progress ahead. Bittersweet. So it could be a bittersweet victory here ahead. You might have to cut your losses somewhere along the line for you to grow and prosper. So we'll see more about this as we go along. I'll take one of these angel messages, please, Spirit, for this reading. Look for a sign. Now this can be Spirit trying to connect in with you. There can be signs, synchronicities, symbols, all that type of thing. Spirit is trying to draw your attention to something. So there could be signs that come along. It could be in something. It could be somebody saying something. It could be a repeated bird that you see, a feather, a leaf, a repeated, a word, something. But Spirit's saying, look for a sign that's going to help you, because you might have to cut your losses here to bring growth into your life here, Leo. It could be you've come out with something, but you've left something behind, but it's going to serve you well further down the line. So for growth, we have, you don't get any better than that, the Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Cups, beautiful, playful energy there. The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Swords, bittersweet victory, makes sense. The central energy is your Five of Pentacles, and fives are about change. The Hanged Man, makes total sense to have that there. Look for a sign. The Four of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. And the beautiful, we're ending with the Nine of Cups. Beautiful wish fulfillment there. So what we've got at the centre of this reading is we've got the Five of Cups. Now this is coming from a place of lack. Now there could be things where you feel left out in the cold. There's a bittersweet victory we're talking about here. So this could be feeling left out in the cold, disappointed and let down. There's a certain amount of lies, deceit or maybe deception that's went on. It'll be different degrees of that for everyone. And it's about how we're perceiving this, how we're looking at this. Now this for me is also about what you've learned mentally, and you could be deciding to leave, the people behind, the situations behind that have, or environments that have let you down. All these types of things, leaving it behind, saying, I've learned my lesson here. I'm going to cut my losses with this bittersweet victory here. They're putting the Five of Swords energy into my mind's eye here. So we've got the Five and the Seven. Fives are change. We're moving away from any disappointments, lies or deceit that's been going on in the past, and that's left us feeling left out in the cold. So it's time to move on. It's time to cut our losses here, Leo, and it's time to look at how we're viewing things here. So taking a look at things. Now, Spirit holds us in these types of places, and we go through these types of experiences so we can gain knowledge. So you might have felt a bit stuck. You might have felt that you were left out in the cold and nothing was moving or nothing was growing, or you were having trouble, you were coming from a place of lack. So anything, lack of money, lack of good relationships around you, all that type of thing. Pentacles are about your money, your environments, your situations, your romantic life or your employment, your home life. So this could be feeling that someone in your home, your partner's deceived you in some sort of way, but it's about your perception now. We need to be looking at what we're going to do about this. So these things happen and we're held in these energies. It can feel as if we've been there for a wee while, but it's so that we can learn things and we can grow and we can gain knowledge about where we're at here and what we need to be doing. So you normally see him hanging from the tree of life and he has a light bulb around his head. So it's about having a light bulb moment. Spirit holds you here so that you can learn about yourself, what you want, what you don't want. And it's also about, it can mean we don't want to be coming from a place of lack. If we're talking about what we don't have, we're going to attract more of that to our lives. So we want to be talking about what we do want and build on that. So saying, I might want a wage increase, but I'll make do with what I've got just now. I'll cut my cloth because I can do that until something better comes along and I decide to move away from that. Okay, it's that type of energies we're talking about here, using your knowledge that you've gained here. Now, we're talking about looking for a sign here. There's a certain amount of stability here. You can also, like I say, 4 to 5, we can feel stuck that nothing's happening and there's no change coming. But that can be because we're holding on to things too tightly. So we need to be looking at what we need to let go here and move away from. The knowledge that we've gained, the mental perception of how we're looking at things here is highly, highly important. So we need to be looking for signs of how we can go forward. Spirit's trying to connect in with you to draw your attention to this. Now, it can be that there's a certain amount of stability here. So what I'm saying to you here, for example, when we're talking about money, it could be that I hold on to this job because it pays me well, but I'm not getting any job satisfaction. So we want to be looking at these things and weighing them up. So not holding on to something that doesn't serve us well, because there'll be no growth with that. We'll just sit in this stuck type feeling, this stuck type of energy. So like I say, cutting your losses here might be to decide that you're going to move on from a job that you've in a place that you've enjoyed working in because the money isn't enough now. It's that type of bittersweet victory. It could be moving away, like I say, from deceptive people. So you've had a good home life, you've had financial stability there, but you've decided now, because I've let you down, it's time to move on. So it's leaving behind your home. Things like this. This is the bittersweet victory we're talking about. Now, it can also work the other way, that if you leave these situations, you're going to go towards bringing greater stability in, because this is, there could be more stability for you in the long run. It could also be that you need to defend yourself here. If there's been lying, cheating, deceiving going on, and you're deciding to move away from it, you might have to stand your ground here. And you might have to do it in a financial sense if you're leaving a home or a relationship, and you might want to make sure that you're sticking up for yourself and getting out of it what you want for yourself here. Now, it's also here, you're in a great position here to take on the challenges that are going to come along. So there's a lot of growth for you here, Leo, through doing these things. So don't doubt your abilities to achieve, because this is about growth for you. It's either about self-growth, soul growth, financial growth. There's improvements going to come from this type of actions that we're talking about here. And this is going to move you towards your wish fulfillment. So you're going to get a lot out of this, looking at this situation from a different perspective, not coming from a place of lack, maybe cutting your losses, always focus on what you've gained, not from what you've lost here. So you're looking at what you're bringing out of a situation here, not what you've lost in it, and going towards your wish fulfillment. That will bring in your wish fulfillment. And you're in a great position to defend yourself. It's the time for you to stand up for yourself now, because you're in a great position to take on any challenges that might come from leaving a relationship or an environment or a job here. Now, there might be a certain amount of worry because things that, what's happened, we've been left out in the cold here. There's been lies, deception of some sort here. But it's about moving away from the anxieties of that, using the knowledge you've gained, looking at it, deciding you're going to move on from any time of upset or depression. It's only natural as humans. If there's been any kind of deception, you're going to feel upset about it. So it's about putting an end to this type of energies and going towards abundance. Now, abundance can come in many shapes and forms. Obviously, there's financial abundance. So it could be that you move to a better paid job. It could be that you get a wage rise you didn't think you were going to get. It could be developing skills to bring in more money, all that type of thing if environments are letting you down. It could be a windfall. It could be an inheritance that enables you to move on. You feel you were never going to get there. It's going to bring great stability into your life. It could also be about, like I say, holding on to what you've got so that you can build. If you look up here, the 5 of Pentacles, if they look up, there's refuge. We've gone for the 4 to the 5. 5s are change. You can build on certain things through moving away from deceptive people, environments or situations and bring in abundance. There'll be growth for you. Now, it can also be moving towards a better work environment, a better home environment, a better supportive network. It could be family that supports you, better friends, all this type of thing. Right? But it's about moving towards childlike playfulness, good times, bringing that childlike playfulness back into your life after being through feeling left out in the cold and being, you know, let down in some shape or form. So we don't want to be sitting in this anxiety and depressed type of, you know, sleepless nights type of energy. There's different degrees of this card for me. Not everybody will be losing sleep, but definitely it's a mental stress type of energy. We want to be moving towards a childlike joy type of energy. So we need to be focusing on, like I say, what we've gained and not what we've lost. We might have to cut our losses here, Leo, but you're definitely in a position now to bring in your abundance. If you do so, and you go towards your wish fulfillment here, there's greater stability ahead for you through looking at these areas. There's a lot of growth to be had further down the line for you here. So I will just add a fairy message to this reading, please, Spirit. Go outside. Okay, go outside. You can see that. There's a glare. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. Definitely. Go and be at peace with yourself, Leo. It will definitely help you on how to go forward here. I hope this helps. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.